Welcome once again to the Temple of the Lava Bears.
What? That's the bears. That's the sound the bears
That's the dude
make.
falling past the background.
Okay. Perfect. Yes, it is episode 6. Yes.
Yes. This many.
It's episode this many of Temple of the Lava Bears. Welcome back. Thank you for watching. I guess we forgot to mention last time that, of course, you can watch these on YouTube here or on our website here, where you can only really be watching this in one of the two places, or you can listen to the audio-only version on the podcast thing of your choice. If you're watching on LoadingReadyRun.com, under the video, there's links there there's an RSS link and there's a iTunes link. Or the episodes will be in the main Loading Ready Run aggregate feed as well, if you just like all the stuff we do.
Or you can just listen to the audio version on the website.
Oh, well. Yeah, or you can just listen to it embedded in the website too. It's
so many options.
Many ways for you to listen to this madness. And as always, thank you to our sponsor, Wormwood Gaming, for all of their amazingly handcraftedly awesome wooden dice vaults and rolling trays and card boxes and such. And please do visit their website, and if you like what you see and want to buy some, then use the product code LoadingReadyRun to get 18% off your order.
Aw, yes.
Yes,
Freak
indeed.
out.
Yeah, it's good for us and good for them and good for you, and everybody
and
wins.
if you have a special gift to buy for somebody for Hanukkah or Christmas, then maybe they would like a wood thing.
Yeah, because I guess this will be going up in the middle of November, this episode, won't it?
Yeah.
And everybody likes wood.
Yeah, actually, will this be going up during Desert Bus?
I believe this
one?
will be going up on the starting day of Desert Bus.
Oh, wow. Well, hey.
You should go watch Desert Bus.
You should also go do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. DesertBus.org. Check it out. But for the meantime, we are trapped here in the Temple of the Lava Bears.
And also the past.
And in the past. Where are we at, Jer?
Well, you broke into the temple. You killed a bunch of cultists. You saved a bunch of kobolds and a guy named Durg.
Durg of the Spade.
And you've just been resting. You've been resting for a little while.
Right. We gained back some HP and some abilities, and now we're going to...
Yeah, so at the moment, this is not so much the Temple of the Lava Bears as it is the Temple of Lava and also Bears.
Yes.
We haven't actually seen any lava bears, but we have seen lava and we have seen some bear statues.
That's true.
The bear statues don't appear to be particularly lava-y bears, though, right? Like, they appear to be just regular bears?
The statues were made of stone, but the stone was not heated to the point where it would be... or it doesn't look
Was
like
there
this
any
cool
detailing
magma.
that would make it look...
Little, like,
Lavish.
flames coming
so
out the top?
to be straight with you, you walked into the room and started killing people, and then a kobold dragged you out of the room. So
We're
haven't-
spending an hour doing a short rest, so, like,
We're looking around.
Sure, okay. Yeah, they look like bears.
Okay. That's good.
Yeah,
That's good. That's good.
and they're big. They hold up a big ceiling, so
They're larger
They're
than...
larger
larger
than
load-bearing bears.
they're load-bearing bears.
Yes, load-bearing
Nice.
bears.
Load bear.
During the rest, and while after
After you're recovering from being a rabbit.
After I recovered from a rabbit. Yo, Dirk, where'd you come from? Where'd you come from? Why were you in that room with the kobolds?
That's a good question.
Don't look at me.
What do you mean don't look at you?
This is the role-playing part, Alec.
RPG?
Shit, you're the one who put me in here.
Maybe you put yourself here. All right, character.
You're a folk hero. Maybe you heard that something bad was going to happen in the volcano, so you came to investigate.
Perfect.
Here's what I can tell you.
There
Some
we go.
people at some point clonked you on the head and dragged you into a cell and threw you in with a bunch of kobolds and said they were going to sacrifice you to an evil demon god.
Yeah.
Are
So-
you
sucked.
from Swassen?
Swanson?
That's the town.
That's the
nearby.
town that we came from.
At the base of the volcano.
I think you.
I'm
It's
betting
entirely
you're not.
up to you to say.
Sure.
Okay, cool.
Someone came up and was like, hey, look at that. And you're like, what?
So if you are from
Got the old
Swassen,
cold
I can
talk.
info dump a bunch on you.
Oh, dear. Here we
They,
go.
there have been a bunch of earthquakes recently. These guys came into town, the cultists, came into town a little while ago. Then they left. Then people started going missing. A lot of the time people were like, they're just drunks. They're going off in the forest and getting lost. But Yeah, but maybe you had another idea.
Yeah,
maybe you were like,
where'd they
check
go,
things out. Or
man?
maybe you were a person who got drunk and went missing. Any of those things could have explained how you got to where you
I
were.
do really like getting wasted. So maybe I had too much mead and disappeared and ended up in a cell with
If you
some
see-
dude saying, "See this knife? I'm gonna stick it in you."
On Alex's character sheet, we rolled for this. The flaw is listed as shots.
There's a really good shot in town.
Yeah, it's called the Flaming Bear. We've had some great suggestions for that, by the way.
They
Some
all-
of them are disgusting.
Some of
them
and
look
some of them look
poisonous.
okay.
At the final episode, we all take a shot of the flaming bear,
Oh,
right?
We have to decide on what it's going to be.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Or
Wait.
we just make all of them.
No.
I've seen that YouTube video. It ends very badly.
I think we go to Veneto and we ask them to choose which one they think would be the best.
Ooh,
That's
yeah.
good.
Yeah.
There's a really fancy cocktail bar in town.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
We could do
Maybe
that.
we could ask them to come up with something
Go-
called the Flaming Bear.
Go
Yeah.
workshop it.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, sounds good.
Anyway,
All right, so we're just gonna go with you're from Swanson. You were probably drunk,
I
and
was
now
like,
you're here.
What's going on? And then I was, hoisting the elbow, and then ended up
So
on
really-
my ear in this cell.
really, when the citizens told us there were 5 people missing, they meant 6. They just didn't care about the 6th.
Well, there were
Yeah.
there were 5.
Cold as ice.
Well,
five
no, he's a
peop-
folk hero.
They said there's
do-
5 people missing.
Maybe yeah.
Wow.
He's a folk hero, just not to the people of Swanson, I guess.
Turns out Swanson is super racist.
That's prejudice, man.
All right, the door on the wall, the door on the same wall as the door to the prison room.
Is the door you came through?
Oh, they're on the same wall.
Yes.
Okay, and they're on. That's
So
the
that-
back wall, right?
That wall's been taken care of.
That is
that
is one of the side walls.
Okay.
The back wall has 2 doors on it, and then
The first door on the back wall.
okay.
Let's take a look at that.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You open that, and you have a hallway that goes 20 feet ahead of you, and then turns to the left.
Balls.
10 feet away to your right is a door.
Let's come
So
back
many-
So
here.
presumably that connects to the room that the other door from this place is.
It's
I would assume.
it's possible.
I'm gonna open that door then.
Okay. That one has a hallway that goes 20 feet ahead of you and then turns right, and then there is a door 10 feet ahead of you on the left.
Okay. So there's that just connects.
There's like a door that connects the hallways.
Yeah. Well, so
Alright.
you can
No,
go
no.
from.
So
So
it's like
Oh, there's a room between the hallways.
okay,
Okay, that makes more sense.
okay.
So we are assuming that the doors between the doors there's a big horseshoe
Right.
that connect.
Yeah.
That connects these 2 doors, and there's doorways on the outside of the horseshoe.
All right.
Okay.
And there might be like something at the.
There might be something at the
At
they
the end of
might
the
they
horseshoe.
might connect into a further
Yeah,
hallway. Okay. Cool. Later. Other doors from this room on the other
Sure.
wall.
Let's get an inventory of
yeah, of entrances and exits.
Okay. So the first door, if you're continuing counterclockwise around the room, which is the direction that you're going.
Yes. Counterclockwise. Okay, sure.
Wow, somebody should really be drawing a map.
I'm kind of drawing a map now.
So the next door is opposite the prison door.
Okay.
Clock goes counterclockwise, but does not know the direction that a clock goes.
So we open the door opposite the prison door.
The black stone door
Oh,
is
crap.
locked.
Oh.
It bears the relief of a phoenix soaring toward the sky and has jagged runes scrawled above it.
Anybody speak jagged rune?
Can I check to see if I might be able to read the runes?
What languages do you speak?
I speak Undercommon, Common, and Elvish.
You do not read these runes.
Okay.
You might be able to decipher them over time.
What do you speak?
Common and orc?
Oh.
Nope.
What? You
Wait,
gotta-
is orc different from goblin?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
What's the door made out of?
the fact that you think they're
Stone.
the same is racist.
It's a little
Black
racist.
stone.
Cool.
All right.
We don't have anyone who can search these things for
Traps.
traps or pick
Well,
locks or-
we didn't do that for the last 2 doors. We just casually opened up. So let's just keep going.
Well, this door's different though. It's also locked, which
Well,
the
we
other ones
keep- so-
weren't.
Well, let's come
this
back to
this
that
door
one.
has box text.
yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go to the other
We'll
door.
come back to this door.
Let's go to the door.
Before we
You
even
ready
go
to get box text out?
before we go near the other door, does it look different or does it look like the other 4
Now you're going
doors?
to be like, okay, from 10 feet away.
Now I'm weird. Yeah. Now I'm on edge.
It
poke
looks
it
like
with a stick.
a standard door that you've seen in the temples.
Okay,
So
I'm
it's
gonna
like-
I'm gonna open it.
there is a hallway. It goes 10 feet ahead of you and then takes a left turn. And immediately after the turn, you can see that there is a door. So it's basically like straight ahead.
Wow,
of you
you can see in the night. You can see 90 degrees.
That's
impressive.
Wood elves have 90-degree vision.
Cool.
Periscopes.
Periscope vision, yeah.
Up to 100 feet. Yeah.
You would
like-
know that if you weren't a
If, like,
filthy
you look down the
half-breed.
hall And then you see like there's a door like over here.
Okay.
Sort of like just.
You can see the door frame. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you can see the door
I
frame.
know.
I hope you
kn-
got that
I
one,
knew what you
viewers.
meant.
Yes.
Where do we want to?
So that's all the door. That's all the rooms.
I don't want to deal with the door that.
Do we want to
had
backtrack?
stuff.
Do we want to backtrack where we came from? Because there was the one door left over that we didn't really.
Yeah, let's do
Because
that.
we went.
Well, there wasn't
on
just a door. There was also another. That hallway kept going.
Okay.
Right.
So maybe we should go back and check all that out.
Okay.
Where are you going?
Back out the entrance to the main room.
Out the door we came.
That hallway didn't keep going.
Oh.
There was just the other room that you didn't really.
Yeah.
check
So
out.
let's go check out that other room.
Okay.
Before we get sidetracked.
Yeah. before
Is
we
the
start.
door closed?
Door's closed.
Okay.
Is
It's
it
not
a
a special?
It's just a
door.
regular door. Okay, then we open the door, and by we I mean Thok.
Doc opens the door.
Okay, so this looks like it is a room that was maybe used for storage. It's got a couple of like stone pews that are like stacked against a wall, and it has like various other oddments of stone furniture in it. Oddments.
Wow, so uncomfortable.
Oh,
A
I'm gonna search for secret doors.
well, hold on before you
Okay.
do that.
I'm sorry. I
describing
didn't.
the
I
room.
didn't think.
Let him finish the box text.
I'm sorry. This is not. It's not box text.
This is just me
Jer-
describing the room.
This is just
I
Jer
didn't write
freestyling.
I didn't write box text for everything. I'm sorry. I wrote box text for a lot of things, but not everything. There is a single, fairly comfy-looking bedroll spread out in here.
Not made out of stone.
Does it have any remnants of flaky skin on it?
I mean,
Ew.
there's also
Worst dandruff ever.
there's also a backpack and some books and papers spread out near it. That you want to like go and like shake out.
No,
the
I
bedroll?
just want to look at it.
Okay, so
Like that guy had a pretty gross flakiness to him. Like
the guy that you saw, yeah.
Yeah.
You're not seeing any flakes or discharge or anything that you might expect.
Okay. Hey, can one of you orcs come here and like investigate this bedroll?
So is it, sir? Are you done now?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we'll go in and investigate first the backpack.
Okay. The backpack has mostly supplies, like food,
Who
and
else is up
water,
here?
wine, etc.
This
Delicious.
This doesn't seem like one of the cultists.
There is
Could be the leader.
uh,
On a shitty bedroll in a storage room?
It's a nice bedroll.
Yeah.
That's why I checked it for flakes to see if it was his. What kind of
Are you
papers
suffering
spread
from
around?
bedroll
Can I
flakes?
read them?
Yep, you can read
Your
this.
skin sloughing off in handfuls.
I do not like say it out loud. I just read it to myself in case it's some sort of horrible incantation to summon a demon.
Do you want to like go and have a secret DM conference where I tell you about it, or do you want me to tell you in front of everyone what it says?
Can I just read the title of one of the papers?
Sure.
Sure. What
it
is
looks
it?
like it looks like a journal of some sort.
Oh, a journal.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. So it's not any kind of like, being a sorcerer, I would be able to tell. It's not kind of like any kind of demon summoning incarnation that will like bite me in the ass if I start reading it out loud so other people can hear it.
Well, this page isn't.
Okay. Well, in that case, I will continue reading this page, and you can tell it to everybody.
Okay. The journal is appears to be from a person who is engaged in the following activities. This person has rounded up a bunch of people who are suffering from an illness.
It is a leader stuff.
And he is engaged in a plan to dupe them into believing that their illness will be cured if they kill if they kill this god that he wants to kill. Now,
God or goddess?
he's using the word goddess.
Okay.
He uses them interchangeably, actually. The funny, like, there's a long digression about how this legend may actually be true, how the disease actually supposedly originated from this volcano, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Also, remember to get milk and bread on the weekend.
But
Yeah, very detailed journal.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a journal. He's
Called
writing his deepest.
My Terrible Plan.
This page breathed in, breathed out.
his deepest, most personal thoughts.
Had a good movement this morning.
Does the journal get to the point of what he was hoping to do by wiping out this goddess?
Okay, so he doesn't make that clear. Besides to say that it seems that his god is somehow affected by the goddess not being entirely dead, and so he wants the goddess to be entirely dead.
Do I recognize the name of this goddess? Does he say the name, or does he just say the goddess?
He uses the word father to represent his god, and the goddess or that evil, horrible words to refer to the goddess that he is.
Are we
trying
talking
to slay.
horrible gendered words?
Yes.
This guy's a demon worshiper and an MRA. Fuck that guy.
Yeah,
now
he is a bad guy.
If we think back to this guy when we were fighting him, did he have the skin condition?
You did not see because he was wearing a mask.
It was hard to tell.
And he had a robe.
He pulled it down at one point, but we couldn't really
only
over the eyes. We couldn't really tell.
Okay.
He was definitely, definitely had giant bat wings
and a hell of a tongue.
Yeah.
I tell you what.
Well, the tongue was from the mask.
I know, but still.
Yeah.
You could do work with that thing.
Yeah. Something you find in the backpack is a bunch of keys.
Yeah, who's searching the backpack, by the way?
Doc is at the moment.
Yeah, you said there was wine there. It's like, can I have some of that?
Yeah.
Anybody else want some?
Yeah. Doc takes a good glug of the wine.
It seems okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
Passes it over.
I'm gonna pound some and then offer some to everybody else.
Yeah, right.
Is there any left?
Yep.
Okay.
Sharing is caring.
So what else is in the backpack?
There's some food, there's some keys, there's like a toiletries shaving kit and things like that. Not a lot else.
Okay.
I feel like if he has a shaving kit, he probably doesn't have much of a skin problem.
So there's a bunch of keys.
There's some keys, yeah.
Like how many keys are we talking?
We'll say that he has a bunch of keys, say 6 keys.
Big keys, little keys?
Fairly large keys. This is medieval keys, so they're...
Do one of these keys look like it fits the fancy door we just came from?
I don't know how you would know.
Well,
do any of the keys?
You said the door had like a phoenix.
Yeah, there was like phoenix and markings and stuff.
Yeah,
or
do
any
any
of the keys
have any like unique markings on them?
Sure, one of them is black.
Any like locker numbers, maybe from like a
train station or
like
something.
A storage locker.
I'm gonna say no.
All right. So what else? So the first page of this diary looks, fairly innocuous. Can I?
Oh, that was all on the first page? Yeah,
Oh.
there were a couple pages of that. But
Okay.
there's some stuff about him actually being in the temple. So they got here, and he's very frustrated because he can't get to the lower level, which is where he thinks this god that he's trying to kill is.
Like lower level, like in this volcano.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
So like there's
It's
a
a sub-volcano.
The volcano within the volcano.
Wouldn't that be where the magma is?
So he wants to go. He wants to go deeper, and so to get there, he knows that there is a secret way of opening the lower level, but only the priests who were here knew it. So he doesn't have any way of recreating whatever it was that they had, some sort of ritual or something he thinks to open it up.
Is that what he was trying to do with the sacrificed people? Like,
No, the sacrificed people seems to be his attempt to...
That was just passing time.
He was bored.
Yeah.
His attempt to ask a demon for,
to open
for
it.
advice on how to open it.
Practice.
So these are the problems. He can't get to the lower level. He thinks that the priests probably had some sort of ritual that took them to the lower level, but it doesn't seem to work. There's a teleportation circle somewhere that he thinks might be involved, but he's also read up and found that there is someone named the Architect who used to visit the temple and apparently lived nearby, but traveled mostly to and from using teleportation circles. And yeah, he cannot find his way to the priest quarters. There's a part of the temple that he feels is inaccessible due to environmental damage, and that may be where the priest quarters were.
Okay.
And I'd meant to write all that out as a large, elaborate player handout, but I just did not get to it.
That's fine. That's fine.
but like in first person and all of that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Jer.
Oh.
Thought can't read too good, so it's,
So it's
it's probably just for the best.
This wasted on Thok.
So Okay, so are there any other documents of interest?
That's basically it. That's basically his whole plan and his frustrations with his plan.
But just to sum up, there's nothing in the document that tells me the name of this god and why he's specifically trying to kill it.
Right.
Or him.
Kill
her.
But there is something that seems to indicate that his god and this god he's trying to kill have some sort of feud.
And there's no indication of what his god is, so we can't figure this out. Does he have? Are there any like religious markings or anything that we might recognize?
There was
around?
his mask.
Right.
There was his mask
and all the holy symbols that he stuck up around the altar.
I do not have knowledge religion.
Would the cleric know?
I have knowledge arcana.
Do you have knowledge religion?
No.
Nope.
No, I was talking to illusion.
Well, you can make an int check because illusion can make an int check because as a cleric you know stuff about religion and stuff about gods.
Yep, that's a 16.
Okay. So you have heard of the cult of the Defiler.
Okay.
So this is an ancient
Rakdos the Defiler?
This is an ancient godlike being that allegedly went on a killing spree trying to kill all of the ancient gods at some point
Serious
in the past.
business.
Wicked sick. It must be so annoying to be. It's like, well, he's not a god. He's a god-like being. It's like, no, I am a god. You.
So this is all a question of who's
God
writing the
adjacent.
history,
Right.
I think at the time, this would have been a god, but now it's like, well, was he really a god, or was he maybe something that was like
godish?
Is it the thing where like so few people believe in him now? His power has waned.
It seems like there was a catastrophic incident with the Defiler at some point in the past.
Okay.
He lost his sword, and that was where a lot of his power was centered.
He'd looked under all of the cushions and checked at his girlfriend's house.
I look everywhere.
But I mean, with a 16, your knowledge is fairly limited.
It's like behind his ear or something.
Basically, that's what you know from this ancient god who no one really talks about anymore.
Okay.
Can we go back to Ryan and ask him to do some research on it? He's still alive.
He's in a library.
Yeah, he's in a library. There might be some stuff there. We have to go back. I mean, we basically have to pass him anyhow, don't we?
No, because we want to keep looking around the big room now.
Yeah, but we may as well maximize our research abilities.
I guess it's actually just.
It's just like
isn't like 30 feet down the hallway?
Yeah.
Correct.
All right. Okay.
Assuming he's still there.
Is he still there?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a library full of decaying books.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna speak in his voice because I think that would be creepy.
That'd be super weird. Yeah. Well, sure. Let's ask him to do that.
But he can show you some crazy stuff that he's found in the library. First of all, like there are
Not useful, but just cool.
Well, he's found some fake books.
Books.
He's found 2 of them.
2 fake books.
Yeah, so he pulls out the books to either side of them, and like for one of them, he pulls out the books to either side of it, and there's a wooden book, and he presses it in, and it goes click, and then a couple minutes later it goes and clicks back out.
And nothing happens.
But nothing actually appears to happen when you push it.
Correct.
Can I search the room for secret doors?
Sure.
There was like an archway that went to nowhere in this room, right?
Yes.
12.
You don't find any secret doors, but in one of the bookshelves you find another false book.
So there's a third one.
Yes.
So he's found 2?
Yeah. So
And
there's 3.
There's 3.
Yeah.
All right, so let's try to...
Would this be perception?
2.
You know what? I'll help look too. This is a mystery.
Okay, so Fox is pulling books
1.
off the shelf, and they're all books.
What is that?
So you've
Fox is like, is
Ryan,
this one of the special books?
And it
So-
like crumbles in your hand.
So Ryan has already tried pushing the 2 that he found.
So I got a 19.
Wait,
Do I
I
find anything?
got a question. I got a question for Ryan. Did you try pushing them at the same time, or are they too
Yeah, it
far
was just-
apart?
He didn't.
Yeah. So
What
I
if
was
we
gonna say
tried to push all
3 at the same time?
At
Yeah.
the same time.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, you found another one.
Okay.
Oh, there's 4.
Okay, maybe we should just
Okay,
keep...
can we like?
Let's just search...
Is there a
let's-
is there a 5th edition equivalent of?
I mean, you could just say
Taking
you could
10?
just like basically keep searching.
Okay.
You, like at this point, you're pulling all the books off the shelves or whatever. You find that there are 5 wooden books.
Okay.
All right.
How convenient.
Yes.
All right.
I think we should try and push them all at once.
Yeah.
All right.
That's... Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
3,
2.
1. Click.
Click.
Okay.
You all explode.
So there's an archway at the end of the room with some writing above it.
Yeah.
And there
Which we
is
could not translate.
right. And there was a sort of indentation in the ground
Okay.
below it.
Yeah.
The indentation is filled with fire.
Ooh.
Does the writing glow or anything?
No.
Does the fire just like stay there? Or is it just like
it hangs around.
and then goes
Is
away?
the
No, it
fire
goes-
in any danger of setting fire to all these books?
Nope.
Okay,
It's,
good.
it's in like a
It's
stone
a
archway
complex-
surrounded by stuff.
It's a really complex mechanism to turn on your
The books, by the
fireplace,
way,
yeah.
have writing on them, but again, they're in that language that you don't understand.
Right.
Hey, Durg.
Yo.
Since you're the only one not pushing in a book, can you go see if that's real fire or if it's illusionary fire?
Yeah, you got it. I will go stand near the fire. Is it warm?
Yes.
Seems real to me.
Yeah, it seems pretty hot.
Can you not yourself, poke something inanimate in it?
I'll chuck a book into it. Yeah, it's toast.
Okay, thanks.
Is the behind the fire has anything changed on the wall or anything?
Make a perception check.
That seems good.
Whoa, nailed it.
Boom, 25, natural 20.
No.
So deceptive. There's definitely nothing going on that wall.
So you said it takes a couple minutes for them to come back out?
Yeah.
So what happens when we wait those couple minutes and they come back out? Does the fire...
The fire goes out.
The fire goes out. Okay.
This is a very
So
complex
now
fireplace.
going up to the fireplace and the door and stuff, nothing has changed?
Doesn't appear so.
Wow.
There's no door there.
There's
nothing.
a wall.
Has nothing changed because of exposure to heat?
Correct.
Is the wall hot, like warm to the touch? Can
Yes.
okay.
Can
Too
I?
warm that I can push on it?
You can push on it if you want.
I push on it.
Okay. So it is quite warm, but it's rapidly cooling off, and
Nothing happens.
Doesn't seem to do anything.
I'm gonna search it for secret stuff, and I get 13.
Nope. Don't find anything.
We got to figure out how to. We have to get a monster and have the monster stand in there and push all the buttons at once.
That seems
Inordinately complicated.
yeah.
It's this is a weird way of getting rid of books. I was just okay.
Why would you have this in your library?
We're cycling this one out of the library. Let's do
Everyone
what is
on
necessary.
3.
Yeah, 1, 2.
Well,
and
they
go.
need approval from all 5 council members. Right?
The senior librarians.
All those in favor of removing Huckleberry Finn from the system, pull the book.
Wow. That is... So
Okay.
how are we going to... What is this? What?
Is there any
This is a good way
Any-
to roast marshmallows.
any way to is there any sort of rhyme or reason to the order of which the buttons are placed around the room?
They are.
I mean,
placed,
we're pushing them simultaneously.
I'm wondering if we have to push them in a certain sequence.
So they are placed. There are. So the way that it works, you've got 2 bookcases at the back,
Okay.
the arch in between them, and then there are 2 standing bookshelves which have books on either side of them.
Okay.
So there are books in 5 of those 6 shelves. So top shelf back, bottom shelf back, and then second shelf, 4th shelf, and then top shelf again on this side.
If we could read this language, it probably says push this one first on the spine.
Probably.
But we did... I mean, we pushed them individually and nothing happened. And we pushed them all at once and something happened.
What if we
You push 2
we
of them
pushed 2 of them.
individually.
Yeah, we never actually
and they
said we.
popped back out after 2 minutes.
Yeah.
What
Let's
if we push
try pushing the other
1
ones.
and then 2 and then 3 and then 4 and then 5, right? Instead of
Yeah,
all
that's what
going
it-
in.
Well, what about
That's
just
what I was just
one
saying,
at a
but-
time, the ones that we haven't tried pushing?
Okay. So yeah, let's just push individually the ones we haven't pushed yet.
And wait for them to pop back out before
Yeah.
you push the next one?
Yeah.
Okay. So you push 1,
And just see if
wait
any
2
of them,
minutes, pops back out.
Yeah.
and see if any of them act any differently.
None of them act any differently.
Okay.
10 minutes pass, you have pushed 5 books.
Okay. So I mean,
I am at a
by height?
loss.
sorry.
Could you pull them by height? Because they seem to be at a different height, bottom
Yeah.
to top, top to bottom. something.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's try.
All right, sure.
Yeah.
Let's try top
So
to bottom.
top to bottom.
Jer's taking notes, which is kind of terrifying.
Wah, wah.
Okay.
You are dead, and you are also dead.
He's either taking notes or writing someone a note. So like, yes, you have died. Do not tell the party yet. What? They haven't noticed.
They
that
haven't.
you have
Yeah.
died.
You have been infected with fire.
Yeah, you're dead, but you're like an ash. Like the ash is still standing in the same position that you
There's
were.
a fire elemental wearing your rapidly charring skin as a suit. Are you all right, Jerez? You look like you're burning from the inside out. I'm fine. Just a little hot.
So you press them in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yes.
Yep.
The fire comes on.
Okay.
So it's as long as 5 are pushed in, the fire comes on. Like once the first one pops out, does the fire turn off again?
They all pop out at the same time.
Oh, did it? Oh.
Interesting. What if you're only supposed to push 4 of the 5, and then the 5th one is the trap, basically, right? And it's designed to keep people out who don't know which 4 books to press in, or something.
Ooh, that's
or
cool.
What the order or the correct number of books to press in?
Yeah, I
is.
mean that we don't know the order though, right? Like
Yeah, it would take
There's-
forever to
I like
order
the 4 or the 5 though,
All right, let's do that.
because that'll only take 8 minutes. 10 minutes.
but we still don't have a sequence though, right? So
No, but
I
let's
don't-
not worry about the
that's assuming
sequence.
I don't think there is a sequence. I
No.
think it's just which ones are pushed in.
Yeah.
sure.
Okay, yeah, let's try that.
Okay, you push 4 in,
Yeah.
nothing happens.
Okay.
Pop back out. Push another 4 in, nothing happens. Pop back out. Push 4 in, nothing happens. Pops out. Push 4 in, nothing happens. Pops out.
Okay.
Seeing.
One more permutation? Or?
Yeah, there should be.
Same thing.
All right.
Same
So,
same
yeah,
again.
That's not it.
All right.
So
Doc is bored with pushing books.
yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Illusion's getting kind of bored of pushing books.
This is the worst story ever.
Let's
Do you
just
want to play
leave.
Dragon Knuckles?
Yeah.
Let's leave
Let's
Ryan.
leave Ryan. Ryan, you keep pushing buttons. And give
Okay,
us
wait,
give us a
hold on.
call.
We've done from top to bottom. We've done from bottom to top. We've tried only doing 4 of the books.
Technically, we didn't try bottom to top. Let's try bottom to top, and let's call it quits.
Okay. Click, 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 click. Fire comes on.
Yep. And still nothing when the from the top to the bottom to top, fire came on. Afterwards, nothing's changed
Nothing
on the
changed.
wall.
We've tried 4 out of the
Okay.
5 books.
Okay.
Have we tried 3 out of the
No,
5
that'll
books?
take so long.
No, we're not doing that.
We have infinite time.
We don't have infinite time. We're
Earthquake,
We're in
already
an
dead.
earthquake world volcano. I don't want to stay here forever pushing books.
All right.
Hold on.
I want to go back to the room where they were doing the thing,
Yep.
and I want to look through that room for secret doors.
Sure.
I want to go open that freaking door with the.
8.
You don't seem to find any secret doors.
Yeah, that's fair.
Let's try the key on
Yeah,
the
so-
door.
Okay, so you try the black key.
Big
first.
black key.
It
Big
fits.
black door.
Hey. Clonk.
Okay, open it.
Open it.
Okay, so there's you see ahead of you a balcony with you all have dark vision now. A balcony with stairs going down like either side of you in front to another balcony below, and then a set of stairs going down further below that. So, balcony, sets of stairs, balcony, set of stairs.
Oh, like a
Like it's a two
like
level.
a landing.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Huh.
But
Okay.
we can't see much past that.
Right.
It just goes into darkness.
Well, it goes down.
So
those if you walked around.
I kind of want to keep poking around up here before we go
down.
downstairs.
Yeah.
So the two things would be one, this guy was looking to get deeper into to go down.
Yeah.
But I mean,
And
he
he
obviously,
had this key.
he
so
obviously has been down here.
So
already.
obviously this is
Not as far down as he wants.
yeah. But it's probably
It's closer down
On the way
than we're
down.
currently down.
okay. So what about the horseshoe place? I
Okay.
think that's the next area, right?
So those pathways those hallways do connect up.
Okay.
And there is a door where they connect.
Yeah.
There's a door where they connect back in the direction of the ritual room.
Okay.
So like in the area inside the horseshoe, there is a
Right.
door. That door. So yeah, and then ahead of you, there's a staircase which looks to, if you were actually in a temple, lead out to a vestibule of some sort.
Let's look in the room in the middle of the horseshoe.
It is locked.
Keys.
We have 6 keys or 5 keys now.
You try a couple keys and you find one that works.
Haha!
Nice.
Fox feeling pretty good about himself. Open the door.
The door of this room is elaborately carved with a relief of a huge cinder cone. People line the slopes, bowed in supplication, and a holy glow from its peak bathes them in cleansing light.
And
Is this,
fire.
is
So
this
you're gonna
painted
say-
on there, or is it actually glowing?
It's a no. It's carved into the door.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
relief.
Nice.
The room beyond the doors is well appointed but dusty. It looks to have been searched recently but not occupied or used. It has the look of an office, a stone desk near one wall with a number of chairs arrayed around it. A bookcase is covered with a large number of near identical books. Their covers made of marbled brown and red leather. 2 bureaus stand at attention at one end of the room. A large tube made of black stone is hung on the wall.
Okay.
It's a bazooka. Oh, it's my bazooka.
Actually, you're a musician.
I am.
It's a didgeridoo.
Sweet.
I don't know. Thought could play the dulcimer. I don't know. I don't think that really translates over to the didgeridoo.
I can play an ocarina.
That's probably
Do
close.
either
That's
of you know
probably
how-
closer to a didgeridoo
Being
in
a
terms
folk
of
hero-
the
is there
actual
any-
ability.
Is there even the faintest chance that I would know how to play a didgeridoo?
You play the spade.
Anyone can try to play a didgeridoo.
Does anybody here know how to do circular breathing? Because that's actually how you play a didgeridoo.
I don't know
Well,
crap.
that's how you play didgeridoo if you don't want to like stop constantly. But
Well, that-
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, to actually make a didgeridoo make any noise at all actually requires a fair amount of technique.
Yeah.
It's probably better that we don't try playing it.
All right, can we search these bookcases to see if there's any more fake books on them?
Sure.
Did you say there was identical looking books?
Yes, all the books are identical.
Yeah.
What's in them?
All of them. Interesting.
As
I have a
in they're
19.
like the Bible.
Yeah, I'm going to generally poke around the room
You
as
don't
well.
find any fake books on this bookshelf.
Are there any books I can read?
There are no books that you can read. They're all in that other language. However, you do note that they have the look of prayer books, not necessarily like scripture, but some sort of recited poems or verses or things like that.
Are there any books with illustrations, engravings,
Picture books.
Yeah. There's definitely books.
illumination?
I mean, all the books are the same, but yeah, I'll
Like
say
this is actually like a stack of the same book.
yes.
Okay.
Because yeah, we're like in a church, right? So,
And
like,
there's a wood block print on the first page of each of them.
Okay.
And the wood block print shows a young lady.
Is it the same lady on the columns?
It looks like it may very well be. She has sharp features, and she is sitting on the edge of a volcano, surrounded by water, dipping her foot in it as if it were a lake. And she has a cute little birdie on one hand and a bear standing next to her.
Does there a didgeridoo feature anywhere in this?
No.
Interesting.
Thok takes the didgeridoo.
Okay, I have box text about the didgeridoo.
Dear
right.
God.
Thok takes the didgeridoo off the wall and looks at it. Then I guess.
This ancient tube is made of smooth black metal. This is the same kind of metal that remember you guys like were crawling through the lava tube and you saw down into the big sort of lake of lava.
Yeah.
And there was the platform that was made of this black metally
Yep.
stuff. This is made of exactly that.
Okay.
It is decorated with images of swimming turtles and images of people playing it with its end partially submersed in water.
Maybe it's just for blowing bubbles.
I like
It's a giant straw.
Interesting. Okay.
Turtles.
So I rolled.
Water or magma?
Well, it looks.
It's in black and white.
It
It's hard
could
to-
be either. It's an etching.
Just because this isn't a volcano temple, and there's not a lot of water around here.
Cool.
I rolled a 16 for search. Obviously, I'm not looking for secret doors because we know all 4 walls of this room, but just sort of looking for secrets.
Okay, secrets. You pop open the cabinets.
Ooh.
They look like they still actually contain intact clerical vestments,
Hey.
which are white with red and gold stuff.
Fancy.
stuff.
I want to wear them.
Sure.
God no. But
There's like a desk.
Red and gold embroidery. That's the word I was looking for.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and there's a desk.
Yeah, the desk is. It looks like it was more used for like meetings and working on. It doesn't actually. It doesn't have drawers or anything. It's made of stone.
Is he one of those whimsical from the desk of notepads?
Does not.
No. Okay.
Nor does it have like a blotter that's all drawn on with a little doodle. That's not there either.
All right. Well, I guess Thok takes the didgeridoo and puts it in his backpack or whatever.
All right. So, hey, priesty type.
Yeah.
That's
James
my
is a
name.
priesty type Pokemon.
I mean, okay. Well, by looking at the vestments, do I kind of tell anything
Can
by
you
them?
recognize any of the holy symbols? Do you recognize this picture of a lady now that we've seen something that's a little bit more detailed than a wood?
You can make a knowledge religion check.
15.
Nothing that you're getting out of a 15. Again, this
Okay.
is a lady with association to fire and volcanoes, but also apparently to nature and life. Would be what you would get from the
Interesting.
from the embroidery and the pictures that you're seeing. It's interesting, but like around here, it seems likely that a lot of this area was created by volcanic activity, and so the fact that the earth came out of the water and the volcanoes basically created the land that people lived on would lead to a belief that that kind of this sort of connection between volcano and life.
All right.
Okay, so this seems like a good goddess then,
Uh,
or at least a not like what like
She's
Not-
got like a little birdie hanging
She's
out
not.
of
She's
her
not
hand.
malevolent that we're able to infer.
Yeah.
All right. So stepping out of this room, let's go left and look at the door in that hallway.
Sure.
Which is one of the doors that's off the
in the
side
horseshoe.
of
In the horseshoe. Yeah.
Man, maybe there'll be like all sorts of instruments.
Oh, I bet the other 4 keys do open.
Let's just start a band.
some
start a
jerk face's
band.
storage
Yeah.
locker somewhere.
We're gonna go
back
on
in Slauson.
tour.
Okay, so speaking of storage lockers,
Dulcimer,
this is
ocarina,
like,
didgeridoo band.
this is the kind of storage locker that you would expect to find in a church. So you've got extra candles. You have again like more benches. You have the kinds of sheets that you would put over an altar. You have sacrificial instruments of various sorts, but not like nasty curvy ones, and not of the size that you would expect to sacrifice.
Not instruments
people
that you
with-
can play.
So
not
they-
instruments that you would play.
Are these the kind of things that you would sacrifice animals with, or like grain?
Either.
Okay, but they're not people disemboweling sized.
So there's
Probably not.
nothing weird in here.
It would take
Nothing
some
look-
work.
Like nothing looks out of the ordinary.
Well, you can like look around a little bit.
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
like it's
6.
No dice.
this stuff is old and dusty and hasn't been looked at in a long time.
11?
It doesn't look like there's anything unusual. Yeah,
Alright.
basically you're getting the same thing.
The room on the other side then. Let's do that one. Okay.
This room has a large basin in it, which is full of crystal clear water,
Ooh.
Put the didgeridoo in it.
and water seems to be sort of moving slightly, as if there's like actually a current going through it.
Put the didgeridoo in it.
It's crystal clear, so we can see the bottom, right?
Yes.
Like how deep is it?
The basin is about 3 feet tall, and it goes all the way down to the floor.
Cool. Yeah. So put one end of the basically looking at the picture on the side of the didgeridoo,
Follow the instructions.
trying to sort of stick it in the thing. Stick one end in the water.
Okay, and you're trying to like play it or make a noise out of it or something.
Well, first stick the end into the water.
Okay.
Or
And-
who's playing it?
And see what happens.
Okay.
And if nothing happens, then
Thok is playing
I
it.
guess attempt to play
Well,
it.
I can. I mean, I have more woodwind experience than.
Yeah, I don't know what the rules are for how instruments carry over from one thing to another.
Yeah.
But whoever wants to play it, I guess.
I mean, Thok can just blow into it.
Yeah.
So,
Thok, I feel Thok will use his half-orc sized lung capacity.
make
to blow into
make
it.
a charisma check for me, please.
Charisma.
It's performance,
Yeah.
Huh.
which I get +3 if it's a dulcimer, but I'm guessing this is not.
This is not a dulcimer.
Oh wow.
19. Boom.
Okay, so you notice something weird about this is
No. It's not techno. Wait. Dirk is actually just like hitting like his shovel on the wall and like
Just like
Make
not
it
even
beat.
thinking about
I
it.
can probably do this pretty well with it, mate.
Lay down the beat.
Okay, Jared, what's happening?
Well, what you're getting is that something about the mechanics of this instrument feel really strange. It almost feels like it's like the water is allowing you to get sound out. Like normally you'd be pushing air through it. And
is it like bubbling at the end?
yeah, it's definitely bubbling. Yeah. The water is allowing you to get sound through it, but it feels like normally you're building up air pressure when you're blowing into a wind instrument, and it's really hard to build up enough pressure. It's like there's not enough pressure. So like you're able to blow bubbles through it, but the resistance to that is really low. And the sound that it's making is quite a lot higher pitched than you would actually expect from a didgeridoo.
Huh. So it's like wow, 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 wow.
Exactly.
So it's not actually interesting. Is anything changing or moving or
no?
doing anything?
But so like I guess what I'm trying to get at is like when you blow air through a straw, there's no resistance, and when you blow air through, or when you put a straw in water and you blow into it, there is a lot more resistance and it's harder. With this, it feels less resistance than it would normally feel blowing air through a straw.
Huh.
Cool.
Weird.
So
even though you have it immersed in water.
is it magical? Does anybody know detect magic?
No.
Do you?
No.
I do.
All
Okay.
right.
I can detect magic. I detect magic.
It's magical.
Neat.
Magic.
What, the
What
didgeridoo
flavor
or the
magic?
water?
The didgeridoo is magic.
Okay.
The water's not.
The water has something special about it, but it is not magic per se.
Can I taste a little bit of the water?
It tastes delicious.
So it's just clean, crystal clear, perfectly good water.
Yeah.
All
Weird.
right, well, I'm filling up some flasks of it.
Like, there's a spring, I guess, under this volcano?
That seems really weird.
Yeah, it seems incredibly weird.
Yeah, it
but
seems very strange.
but-
That there's like active flowing magma, like 20 feet away from this, and there is a crystal clear spring.
A wizard did it.
Take the didgeridoo out of the water and just play it not in the water.
It's really hard to play because you can't get like any force.
Huh.
Like basically you start playing it, but it's just like the air just goes through it so easily that it's not vibrating anything.
As if it's just a tube.
Yeah.
Look through it.
Looks. How much do you know about how the inside of a didgeridoo is supposed to look?
Isn't it
Not
just-
very much, but does it look? Is it like? Is it just like a straw? Is it actually?
It looks like a didgeridoo is supposed to look.
I personally, as Paul, don't know what a didgeridoo is supposed to look like through, and I don't really. Neither do I. I don't think Thok. I don't think
I
Thok
have
knows
no
a lot
idea what
about
the inside of
it
a didgeridoo looks like. Okay, I take some water.
Yeah.
Do I notice it magically refilling? Or does it actually look like
How much water are you removing? This is like a kiddie pool size
Not much.
basin of water.
not much? Like
Okay.
maybe a bottle or two or something like that, whatever I might have on me.
It's probably just hard to tell.
You don't notice it depleting, but that doesn't say much.
Sure.
Take the didgeridoo, stick it back in the water,
Yeah.
suck through instead of blow.
You after like that's gonna take a lot of lung power. You've got a straw that's like this
So did
wide.
you say you didn't have enough lung power to start with? Or
No, it's the opposite problem.
oh,
It's too easy to blow through it, and it doesn't vibrate when you blow through it in air.
So
in
it's
water, it is not as easy, and it does vibrate, and you get a sound, but the sound is higher pitched than you would normally expect from a didgeridoo. So you try and suck water up through it. It's not working.
Okay. Take it after having sucked as much as I can out of it. Take it out and.
splat. Oh,
Okay.
That seems like a more significant volume of water. Is it refilling now?
It's still like less water than fit into one of his bottles.
Was there anything else in the room? Sorry, I didn't.
Just the font.
Weird.
So it's a small room with a font in it?
Yep.
Okay.
Weird.
Shall we go look at the other door?
Which other door?
Didn't we do? There's the door opposite this on the other side in the other hallway.
No, we did that. That was a storage room.
Oh yeah, that's
This-
right.
this
Yeah,
is
yeah,
the other
this
door.
is the other door.
So there's no other doors. Is there anything else in this
Well, there
room?
was- there
like
was-
any
there
secret
was-
well,
doors
there's
or
stairs.
There was stairs to a vestibule.
Yep.
Well, we think. We assume.
And then stairs behind the
There's
black
still
door.
another wall of doors.
There's another hallway. But beside the black door,
Right, yes.
there was a
yes.
hallway with a bend in it that had a.
This is true. Yeah.
So I guess let's go that way.
All right.
Sure.
Hey, now that we're away from that font, is the water still in Lucian's bottles?
Yes.
Okay, just checking.
Regular, ordinary water.
Does it still taste fine?
Yep. Still tastes delicious.
Stop drinking my water.
I'm just checking.
Nice.
I'm investigating.
Tasty water. Oh, man. We should bottle this and sell it.
Right from the source.
Yeah.
Volcano Springs.
What's this like? What's the source? Don't worry about it.
Don't worry. You don't want to know.
Fee spring water.
Okay, so you found that there was a corner, and just around the corner was a door.
Yep.
And then as you round that corner, you see that it goes ahead. You've got like 60-foot dark vision.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, it goes at least 60 feet, and you can see 3 more doors all along the right. Now, on the left, after you turn the corner, you see that the trench. There's a trench of magma that actually picks up next to the door. So there's like no left wall after you turn the corner. It's just this sort of pit with lava going through it, similar to what you saw on the other side
Right.
of the temple.
All right. First door on the right.
First door on the right.
First door on the right. This door opens into a 20 by 40 foot room. It looks like it was at some point it's lined with beds.
I have
bunk
a 120-foot dark vision, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Ooh,
Being
fancy.
a drow.
You can see all the way to the end of the hall. There's another door on the right. So there's a 4th door. There's doors spaced out every 20 feet.
Okay, interesting.
Cool.
However, it looks like the first 2 doors both go into this room. It's 20 by 40 feet. It looks like it's set up as sleeping quarters, and it's got a bunch of bunks all set up with little stone boxes for holding personal effects. Many of these bunks appear to have been in use recently, so people have unrolled bedrolls on them and have used them to sleep on.
Now, are these bedrolls covered in nasty, flaky things?
If you go and investigate them further, you discover that yes, they are covered in nasty, flaky things.
Gross.
Gross. The worst.
So there's obviously 2 doors from that hallway
You
opening onto
need
here.
new helmet and pauldron 2 in 1.
Open a couple of the stone. Like, is there anything interesting in the stone boxes?
Not at all.
Okay.
A bunch of shash.
I guess we go to the next doors then.
Yeah.
if
The
there's
next
anything
door.
interesting
There's a
there.
door in this room actually that opens to the left after you enter the doorways, and so that basically will open into the same area as the next door down the hall, which is a large dining room. There is a big, huge stone table that is 30 feet long and many, many chairs seated around it. It looks like great feasts were at some point held here. But the room is long since disused and does not appear to have anything of great consequence in it.
Is there any like?
Search for secret stuff?
Sure.
How about like food?
Ugh. Nothing.
Any food
I
that
fail
was
to find
here
anything.
Has been incredibly has turned to dust probably by this point.
I got like a 5, so I'm not gonna find anything.
Okay. Nothing of consequence. There is a door at the back of this room, however.
Okay.
Let's go through that door.
Okay, opening that, you can see inside a kitchen. There's a big stove, which just appears to open onto a
Just a hole that lava comes out.
Yes, that is what I was getting at. It basically opens into a pool of magma, which has long since dried up and hardened. And there are various supplies and things like that.
Yeah, you just don't get the flavor, if you without the magma roasting. you know. It's
not the same.
it's tough to get the magma there, but it's worth it.
There's a small pantry off the kitchen as well.
Anything in the pantry?
A bunch of stone barrels and troughs and things like that look like they once held food, but again, anything that was there has long since turned to dust or rotted away or whatnot.
And none of this area, like there's like heavy dust everywhere, and like none of this area has been used.
Correct.
Okay.
Search for secret stuff in here?
Sure.
10?
Not with a 10.
13.
13, yeah. You find on top shelf in the pantry a few bottles of red wine.
Woo!
Hey.
Whoa, wouldn't that be vinegar by now?
It looks like red wine.
Let's find out. Hey,
I can
Dirk.
find out.
Dirk, you want shots?
Hell yeah.
Shots.
Of red
I'm
wine.
gonna have some shots of red wine.
Okay. You pop the cork out of one of them.
Yeah.
Does a demon escape?
Jesus.
A wine demon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Glug.
Oh, sedimenty. And definitely vinegar.
Oh man, that's not me.
All right. That's cool. That's cool.
That's not me.
All right, let's just leave all those bottles of
You're casual, I see. Just a filthy casual.
Alrighty. So that's the 4 doors that were along the wall there, right?
Yeah.
Wait, how many bottles
That's
of wine were
3
there?
of the 4 doors that were along the wall.
Oh, okay.
Well, let's
So-
check the fourth door.
He
then.
said a couple. So
The 4th door is, it looks like any of the others. When you touch it, it feels warm. In fact, it feels rather hot.
Whoops. Do not open that door quite yet.
That's worrisome.
does it
This
open?
is- so there's we're in this hallway. So this door's on the right hand side. On the left hand side, there's lava along the wall, right?
Right. There's a trough of magma behind you as you face the door.
These are stone doors.
Yes.
And they open in or out?
They open out.
How thick are they?
They are
Or have they been?
They have been about 8 inches thick.
Okay.
Is it?
And this
warm?
one's hot.
This one is hot to the touch.
Is there a lot of them troughs in this hallway for magma?
Yeah, he said behind us.
Behind you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, like if you are facing the door, it's behind you. It's
Yeah.
on your left if you've been walking down the hall.
Okay, so if a bunch of magma was to flow out of here, it would flow down this trough, and then where would it go?
Well, it would go into the trough.
And where did the trough terminate if there's a
Oh,
lot of
I see what
magma?
you're saying. Sorry, it goes. So the troughs go from the big basin-like area that you came into originally into the temple through these troughs, and then turn into the middle into the pool in the main altar room.
So
Okay.
if there was enough magma that it would flow in the trough, it actually wouldn't be that bad for us, correct?
it could crush you
Well,
as you open the door,
yeah.
or it could cover your foot, which would light your leg on fire.
Well, could I use Mage Hand to open the door from a safe distance?
Mage Hand can exert a very limited amount of force.
Well, I mean, I don't know how.
How do these doors open?
It's a stone door, so it's gonna be fairly
typically,
heavy.
you grab onto a handle on the front of them and you pull the door open.
What if we tied a rope around it and went back down the hallway and then pulled it
You
open?
could try it.
Aren't we pulling?
'Cause the door-
They
the door
open
opens out.
so that could work.
Assuming the handle is on the left,
We could set up a pulley.
because if the handle's on the right,
Then we'd have to be on the other side of it in order to do it.
and aren't we at the end of the hall?
Yes, you are the end of the hall.
So is the handle on the left or the right hand of the side of the door? If we do the rope
If
thing,
it's at the end of the hall, I mean, from an architectural standpoint, if it's the end of the hall, it wouldn't make sense for it to open away, would it? It wouldn't. It would be bad.
It opens in the bad way for the rope plan.
Yeah.
that's what I assumed
Because
it would. Yeah,
Otherwise, if it's at the end of the hall, it
Yeah.
wouldn't
It would
make sense
block
for it
the
to
hall,
open.
it would block the hallway. Yeah.
Yeah. You say it'd be easy to set up a pulley. Do you have a pulley?
I mean, no.
Okay.
It also looks like the door is partially buckled with stress.
Like as in it's like bulging out towards us.
Yeah.
There's
As in
lava in
there's
there.
salmonella.
I'm liking this plan less and less.
Let's move away from this door.
There could be something really cool in
That
there.
may be what.
Like
Maybe
lava.
lava. Yeah.
Yeah, that's where they're storing their lava.
Could we salvage something from the kitchen to turn into a pulley to set up something that we could make a simple machine?
I think to set up a pulley, you would need to, first of all, bash stuff into the stone wall, and then, I mean, like it could conceivably be possible. I don't think it would be easy, because this is worked stone. But
We would need like just basically like something to anchor to on the back wall, right?
Right.
regardless, it is probably something you will need to contend with in the next episode
Ah.
of the Lava Bears.
Tune in next time to see if our brave heroes have found the doorway to their dreams or if they will just be in some hot lava.
Yo, DJ Didgeridoo and beatbox. Give me that beat. Sitting at the table with all of my friends, but you can't have a party without the DM. 5th edition, yo, it's D&D next. You walk into a room and he's got the box text. Oh yeah. Jam of the summer.
It's a really terrible dubstep remix.
It's not the summer anymore.
Exactly.